and welcome to FinextraTV. I'm Advi Sonia, and we're here at the Communify Intelligence Experience. Speaking to me today is Padman Perumal, Strategic Advisor of Americana Partners and Pathstone. Thank you so much, Padman, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
How are you enjoying the conference so far?
It's been great. A lot of fun.
A lot of
great content, great people, so beautiful, very nice event.
I know you've been on stage, and that's so great to see. But in this conversation, I'd love to talk to you about data interpretation.
Sure.
So my first question to you is, have the rules of data interpretation changed?
I think with the evolution of two things, with the evolution of the complexity around wealth management and with the evolution of technology, both have sort of contributed to the old data ecosystem. In the past, it was just your structured data. I think what we're seeing now, in order to serve a client and in order to be the trusted advisor, or in order for the firm to kind of thrive in this space, they not only can rely on just structured data, it's structured and unstructured data. So any platform or any solution that we are starting to implement or think about need to have the ability to take the structured data, which could be your holdings and your transactions, and it's anything that's stored in a bank or an institution, and then unstructured data could potentially be your trust document, it could be a will, it could be a partnership agreement, and any of those things, because there is a lot of insights and information, capital call notices that are sent as a PDF document, and really trying to pull the information from both this and providing it in a platform that can really drive the advisor experience, the client experience, and the value. So that's sort of how we feel that the data ecosystem has changed. The complexity has increased, and at the same time, the technology now allows us to go and handle that complexity of structured and unstructured data together.
And thinking about this technology, how do you prioritize the right tool over every tool?
Yeah, it's a great question. And to me, I think it really, before you go for shopping, so to speak, right? Because there's so many of them out there, and the salespeople do such a great job when they demo the tool, because this should be easy, right? The Staples Easy button. But it really doesn't start with the tools. It really starts with the client and the business impact that you want to create. So which is kind of one of the things I mentioned in the panel. It has been an important element of driving that strategy to say, what is the outcome that we're looking for in terms of implementing something, a technology or a platform? What is the outcome that we're looking for the technology to drive to the business? Is it driving organic growth for a company? Is it improving the client retention as an outcome? Then if you say, okay, if driving organic growth or improving client retention or improving the advisor experience or priorities, then you figure out what is the process today and where is the friction in that process, and how can you really embed technology into that process to ease that friction or drive acceleration. So then all of a sudden now you're not looking for a hammer because you found a nail. You're really trying to understand where the pain points are, what value you're trying to drive, because then you may prioritize a marketing initiative and a lead generation initiative ahead of implementing a client portal. You may love the client portal and you implement it, but you only see 5% of your clients using it because that's not what's important to them. So I think finding that balance of what's priority, what's the outcome, and then trying to figure out what tools or technology can solve for that outcome or that pain point is very important in this space.
And sort of stepping back from the entire process, but stepping back even further to making sure the ecosystem of investors, advisors, and tools are holistic. How do you ensure success through cohesion?
Yeah, I view as the technology companies in the ecosystem are driving innovation, which is what they should be doing. they should continue to understand the pain points and try to understand and what's the friction, whether it's the client experience or how they can enable businesses, and continuing to build those capabilities. And the advisor should truly be embracing and looking to adapt to these technologies that are available to them. And the clients really their behavior and their expectations are already changing because of all the consumer technology that is available to you. Hey, I have a better experience with DoorDash or FedEx, but why am I not having that experience with my private bank? Here I am, in my consumer world, living in the most modern, capabilities. But when I go to the corporate enterprises, or for my healthcare or for my wealth management, I'm living in this. So I think the evolution needs to happen. Their expectations are changing. I think the advisors need to embrace that, and really the technology companies need to continue to drive that innovation forward, which I think will ultimately kind of lift everybody up to kind of bring that cohesion together.
Lovely, thank you. It's all about the user experience at the end of the day, and you've left us with a lot to consider. Thank you so much for joining us on FinextraTV.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.